Good afternoon, my friends. It's Simon Lown here from Two Way Digital, and we're talking about technical SEO. This is a video about how to fix broken links on your website. Now, broken links are a problem because they actually create a poor user experience. So if somebody's there looking for something and you've got a link to some resource, whether it's on your own website or somewhere else, and it doesn't work, then obviously people are going to go elsewhere and try and find what they're looking for. Now, if you've got any questions about this, if you have anything at the end of the video that you'd like to ask about, please do feel free to get in touch, use the comments below, get in touch with us in all the normal ways. So let's crack on with it. How do you find a broken link? So obviously, to fix a broken link, first you've got to find it. You've got to know that there is actually a problem with one of your links. And of course, there are plenty of tools out there that are capable of doing this. As ever, some are free, some are paid. There are various trials and things that you can try out. Some of the main ones that obviously can do this very easily are tools like SEMrush, Majestic, SEO, ahrefs, Moz, all of those big tools. I mean, some are more expensive than others. They do have slight areas of weakness and strength for each particular tool. I won't go into that now. But if you want to go and give them a try out, just make sure that when you do that, that you've actually got the time to sit down, because the chances are, if you're just getting on your feet with SEO and you're figuring all this stuff out, those tools can do a lot for your SEO. That's what they're there for. They're search engine marketing tools. But they do have a learning curve. They might take a little bit of time for you to wrap your head around if you're not particularly technical. They do have good instruction, training videos. There's lots of help around YouTube for how to get certain things done. There's always the support as well. So if you're on a trial and you're trying to do something specific and you're not sure whether or not it's actually possible, you can always reach out to their support, which is great. So do feel free to do that. But you do need to have the time to sit down and just figure it out. Now, obviously, if it does come up with broken links, it may give you an indication as to what's wrong. But as we'll talk about in a minute, it's pretty easy to fix broken links. There's not that much that can go wrong with them. If you want a free tool, just to find out specifically if you've got any dead links on your website, then you can use a tool called Dead Link Checker. It's exactly where it sounds like. It's deadlinkchecker.com. So go there, put in your domain, do a full scan of your site, and it will give you a list of any problems it finds with any particular links. Now, just a quick warning to WordPress users using that tool. You may find that it flags up some false positives. Now, I've run this tool on my own site and it does flag up some errors that actually aren't. I mean, it tells me that the sharer.php, which is part of a plugin for social sharing buttons on blog posts, it flags a few of those as being broken links when, in fact, well, I don't think it was broken links, it was another term that it used. It was too many redirections, I think it came up with. But when you click on them, they go to the social sharing site just fine. They bring up all of the relevant content, everything else. There's nothing wrong with them. So I'm not sure if that's a problem with the scanner or with the tool that maybe needs to do a little internal fix on it. But not every link that it reports you, it depends on what it tells you as to whether or not it's actually something you've got to do anything else. But the easiest way, of course, is just to go and click on the link and check it. It will tell you what page it's on. It will give you an idea from the link of where it's trying to get to. So if you can see that there's social sharing from a particular page, go and click on all the social buttons, and if they all work, then obviously it's nothing to worry about. So once you've actually found a broken link, actually fixing it is simplicity itself. So all you've got to do really is make sure that when you go and click on it, it goes to a live and valid destination, whether that's on your own website or whether it's on an external website, somebody else's. If you have got a broken link, first check for typos. obvious thing, but it may have been that when you first created the link, it never worked properly from the get-go because you typed something incorrectly. It could be that the destination has changed. So if you're going to a particular document, for example, then it may be that that document has been updated. It might have an extra version number on it, or something slightly has changed, and all you need to do is go and find out what the new name of the document is and replace the link. If you've got a problem with redirects, so this could be anything. So if somebody's using hidden redirects or cloaked links, or even something like bit.ly where the link isn't necessarily cloaked, they're just using it to track a number of clicks, for example, then it could be that, again, something's been changed within bit.ly on the back end. Maybe something's been changed if it's an external link and you just weren't aware of it. So again, all you need to do is just go back to the original site, find the destination that you wanted your link to go to, and re-put it in. Finally, is essentially you could just delete the link. I mean, that is obviously you've put the link there for a reason, hopefully. Now, if the document is completely gone or it's completely changed, doesn't deliver what it needs to anymore, you can take it out just by deleting it. But ultimately, you don't want to leave broken links on your page because, so that's bad user experience. If you've been watching this video series, you know that user experience is everything, particularly for Google. It helps with your rankings, helps people stay on your pages for longer, and the longer people stay and the more content they consume, the better it is for your SEO and rankings. They're not going to do that if things don't work. So basically, just make sure that your links are all working, and remove them if they're not and you can't find a suitable replacement. One thing I will say is that while you're changing your links, do just make sure that you use the HTTPS for the link, and make sure it's a secure external link, or internal, to be honest. But it's one of those things that we've covered in another video, so I'll drop a link to the other video for check your website for unsecure links, which is another video all about that, and that will make sure that you keep your user experience as good as it can possibly be. So that's pretty much it for this lesson. If you want to ask any questions, by all means do feel free. I'll drop a link in the post below to join our Facebook group if you want to join us there. Loads of other training videos in there as well that you can find out all about social and backlink strategies and various other things as well. It's quite a range of stuff on there for marketing your business. But yeah, until next time, I hope you found this video useful, and we'll see you then. So until then, take care and goodbye for now.